Hey, how's it going? This is Melinda and welcome to my channel. Today I want to talk to you about colored vinyl. Colored vinyl has become extremely popular with vinyl collectors. But the question is, does colored vinyl sound as good as the traditional black vinyl counterparts? And I went through my collection, I pulled some records, my husband and I listened, and I've got some interesting results that I want to share with you about what we think sounds better. So, if you're not a subscriber to my channel, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, hit the like button, leave a comment. Everything you do helps my channel grow, and I thank you so much for it. Let me show you a record that I think kind of hits the point I'm trying to make about how popular colored vinyl has become. Let me show you this record by Clarkson. It's called Breakaway. It came out in 2004, but this vinyl version came out in 2019. And I bought this record because my husband and I took our daughter when she was a really young girl to see Kelly Clarkson in a concert. And while we were there, she sang a stripped down, slowed down version of a song called Beautiful Disaster. She just plopped up on a piano with a microphone and bare feet and sang an incredible performance of that song. We were captivated by her performance. And that live recording was on this album along with some of the hits that she's most famous for. So I saw this one. It was from Urban Outfitters. It was a limited edition and I bought it. And when I got it and put it on the turntable, I was immediately disappointed by the sound quality. To me, it just sounded very flat. To be honest, at the time, and I still believe that this record just wasn't recorded in a way and wasn't put on vinyl in a way to sound good. It just wasn't a well-recorded record that was supposed to sound good on vinyl. But why this record is going up in value is very shocking. It's not because it sounds great, because it doesn't. But this $25 record now sells for $80 to $100 because it's limited edition and because it's on a really pretty colored vinyl. Some people are just really into the different colors, the splattered vinyl. They like that it's limited in numbers. And you know what? If you're one of those people who just loves to collect vinyl because you like the colored versions, you like something that's very limited, welcome to the party. I welcome everybody who wants to collect vinyl for whatever reasons you want to collect it for. We can go back in time and realize colored vinyl is nothing new. It's been around for a very long time. Here's a couple of old records I have that are colored vinyl. This is Grand Funk's Weird American Band. It came out in the 70s and it's a very great record. There were standard black vinyl versions as well as this. This came out in the 70s, you all. This is a yellow transparent vinyl. There's a teeny bit of surface noise on this. You can definitely tell this was the 70s colored vinyl. And also, here is a very nice collectible. This is the Beatles' White Album. And this is the Capitol label version on white vinyl. It's very cool to own. I really love having it. But if someone asks me for a good sounding version of the White Album, that's not the one I would recommend. It sounds okay, but it's not the best sounding version you can own. So from everything I can tell though, from those older colored vinyl has come a long way. They've improved the formulas. But I wanted to take it to the test. And I do have a few records in my collection that are exactly the same. They're pressed the same. Just one happens to be a black vinyl version and the other is colored vinyl. So first up, I have this archive version of McCartney. It's now known as McCartney 1. It was the album Paul McCartney put out just right after the Beatles broke up. This is the archive edition, so there is a second LP on this particular copy that's got just additional tracks on it, bonus material. But the Standard vinyl is black, and this is just the album, the first LP is. It's exactly like this version. This is the limited edition on red vinyl. Limited edition, it's probably very generously limited, but it is a beautiful red vinyl. And when I looked at the dead wax on both the black vinyl of the Archive series and of this red version, they're exactly the same. They look exactly the same. So I put the red vinyl version and I put the black vinyl version on just back and forth with my husband. We had no dog in the fight. We just want to know the truth. Does the colored vinyl version sound inferior to black vinyl? And after listening to both records very intently for surface noise as well as just sonics and dynamics of the record itself, we heard no difference. They both sounded exactly the same. So we weren't disappointed with the colored vinyl version. They just sounded exactly the same. They both sounded great. After we did the McCartney album, we then put on the Zombies, Odyssey, and Oracle. I have 4 different versions of this album. I have a 30th edition on the CBS label that I think sounds fantastic. I have a second pressing on the Date label that sounds really good. This version is the Newberry Comics exclusive, limited to 1,000. My husband bought this one as a gift because he knew I loved the album and he thought I would really love having it on splattered vinyl, which I do. It's gorgeous. Look at that. So pretty. And so I love having that one. I also have a black vinyl version that is the exact same as the splatter vinyl. It's just 2 different colored vinyls. It's on a label called Varese. It's spelled V-A-R-E-S-E. The reason why I have this black vinyl version is because it was on the Zombies website. If you can see behind me, I've got the album cover on the wall. It was a signed copy. It was autographed by the band. So I really didn't care what version of this album was. I didn't buy it because I wanted to listen to the record. I wanted it because I wanted the autographs of the members of the Zombies and to be able to display that on my wall, which I really love. So that was the reason why I bought that. However, both of these are exactly the same. The colored vinyl, the black vinyl, and we played them back and forth again, just like we did the McCartney album, and we came up with the same results. There was no difference in the sound quality. There was no difference in the surface noise. They both sounded good, and they were both clean sounding records. So either way you go, you're getting the same quality. But I have something else I want to point out about this record at the end of the video, so please stay tuned for that. Finally, here is another, this is a box set that I have of 4 LPs, and I have 2 versions. I have a black vinyl version and a colored vinyl version. And I'm talking about Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers, The Best of Everything. This is the black vinyl version. This is my go-to copy and the one I listen to all the time. It was a wonderful gift given to me by Gary from Gary's Vinyl Dungeon. Thank you, Gary. Incredible sounding record. Everything you'd ever want from Tom Petty as far as greatest hits, from Mudcrutch to Tom Petty and the Heartbreakers and even his solo work. So this is a fantastic 4 LP set, and I have the black vinyl version of it. Sounds great. I also have a limited edition colored vinyl version. It was limited to 1,000 copies off of Tom Petty's website. I have copy number 250. And again, this was a nice clear vinyl. My guess is these box sets were probably at the same plant, pressed at the same time. They're exactly the same. So my husband and I put them on black vinyl, clear vinyl, back and forth, back and forth. Again, we couldn't hear a difference. There was no surface noise on the clear vinyl. I personally thought we might hear a little bit of surface noise on colored vinyl. Both sounded great. So my conclusion with everything that I have listened to in my collection is colored vinyl and black vinyl sound the same. There's really no difference now. Now, if you want to go back to the 70s and 80s, I would agree there was some surface noise in those vinyl versions. But for my collection and with what I have, the color vinyl doesn't sound any different. However, there is a huge difference in price, especially if you buy it on the secondary market. This is the clear vinyl version box set. If you want to buy this today, it last sold for $235. So I paid about $80 for it, and I think the black vinyl version might have been a little cheaper, but I bought the clear vinyl version just to have something special and unique. So we're talking about something that sounds exactly the same. Black vinyl version costing $80, colored vinyl version $235. So, and let's go back to the Zombies. This record on the splatter vinyl that's limited to 1,000 copies, it's about $75 now. If you want to buy that black vinyl version that's not autographed like mine, I paid $50 to have it autographed. But if you want just a copy of that record, $20. We're talking huge differences in price on the secondary market. So my rule of this, maybe what my thinking is, when I go to buy something brand new, I will probably go for the colored vinyl version if it's a record I already want. I will never buy a record just because I think it's pretty. It has to be a record I already want. When it's brand new and at the retail price, I will probably go for the colored vinyl versions. If it's on the secondary market and something I missed, you know what? I'm going to probably go for the black vinyl versions because I'm getting the same sound quality and I'm going to be paying a lot less money. So it just depends on which way you want to look at it. Do you like collecting for the collectability, for the hopes that prices are going up? Or do you want to have it to listen to, enjoy, have great sound quality, and pay less? So that with that in mind, you'd want to go with the black vinyl versions. Either way you look at it, it's fun, it's part of our hobby, and it's just something to enjoy. And there's really, truly, in my opinion, no wrong answer to that question. So if you have any comments you want to mention, maybe you have another example that I don't have where the colored vinyl is lesser quality, let me know. Let me know what you think in the comments about the experiment that my husband and I did. I would really appreciate it. Please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Everything you do helps. And I will see you next time. Take care. Bye-bye.